Who do you think made this image? I'll give you two guesses, and your first one was wrong. It wasn't me. It was Bella Porch. A few days ago, she posted that and made it her profile picture on Twitter with no context. I don't think she got it from somewhere either. If you reverse image search it, it just brings up the Department of Transportation. The arms look scribbled on in paint, so I'm pretty sure she just did that shit herself. Huh. Shit herself. I saw it and my first reaction was, wow, that would be a good thumbnail, and I didn't really consider what the video would have to be about to justify that thumbnail. Hi again, guys, and today we're gonna dedicate an entire 10-minute video to looking at Dream mpreg content. If you don't know what that is, unfortunately for both you and me, you're gonna learn. On that note, if you enjoy this video, there will be this big card at the end that'll take you to another one like it. Also, only 18% of you are subscribed with notifications on, which really hurts my feelings. Please consider subscribing and hitting the bell. It's free. Takes 2 seconds, and you can change your mind if you decide you hate me, which you probably will after this video. Back on the topic of sentences I never wanted to say on camera, it's time for a crash course on mpreg. It's short for male or man pregnancy, and it's exactly what you think. It's when men can get pregnant and men can give birth, usually at their butthole. There's a lot of different methods people will use to make this happen in the context of fiction. I don't really want to get into them, but what is probably the most popular method is called the Omegaverse. Watch Professor Lando's if you just really need to know more about it at this absolute second. I just don't have the bandwidth in my head to cover that in this video. I just want to have my brain blown out by some of what comes up when you look for Dream mpreg and then move on to the afterlife, that is. And before you guys judge me even more for covering this at all, the dream pregnancy is canon. It's straight from the horse's mouth. I'm pregnant. It will be scary, but I'm ready to face the challenges head on with you guys. Some people will try to fight me on what he meant by this by pulling up the dictionary definition of the word pregnant like some 200 sub commentary channel. They'll try and gaslight me into thinking he meant definition number 2, full of meaning, significant or suggestive. I'll tell you what that motherfucker's full of, a fetus. I think the most detailed fan work involving it though is this Tumblr AU that was legit getting updated month over month for a little bit, where Dream and Sapnap were doing their gay lover thing, and basically every time Sapnap tweeted he had spent another month living with Dream, a new installment in the saga was added. Most shocking of all, the art's like pretty good. Look at it. The colors on it are really nice. There's little details like Sapnap wearing corpse husband's merch. The height differences are exactly as they are in real life. This motherfucker can correctly draw not just hands, but hands holding each other. What am I doing here? Both of them also have neck tattoos. I wonder if they got them matching when they met in the Dream SMP prison. Little disclaimer, in the tags, the artist was very explicit in saying, guys, this is a joke. /J. I repeat, /J. Meaning they put more effort into this joke than I've ever put into anything. Because of the effort they put in, I feel like we should take the time to appreciate the whole thing. At the 8-month mark, it looks like they're having some kind of baby shower as they approach the fated day of the baby doing that one Jack Harlow song. Dream maintains his flawless brand image of exclusively wearing his merch no matter the occasion. Dude probably showed up to his own wedding in a neon green suit with a smiley face on it. And despite this being a bit, I still admire the artist's commitment. They seem to feel bad about uploading late. No, I didn't forget to post this at the beginning of the month. Shh. That's something I've never apologized to you guys for doing in my life. And I never will. Instead, I have to stop showing you creators who treat their fans better than I do. The last piece of content for this unfortunate fixation of mine is at the 9-month mark where the baby has been delivered happy and healthy. Congratulations to Dream and Sapnap, by the way. They seem very happy to have their newborn, and is it just me, or have they gotten more and more freckles with each drawing? Oh, by the way, I want to clarify that everything I'm showing you is made by a very, very small contingent of people, which for some reason includes pop singer and social media star Bella Porch, that I'm not even sure are members of Dream's community. Most of these feel like shit posts you'd make with your friends in a Discord call while laughing your asses off at how ridiculous they are. Seriously, even if these were made by self-identified Dream stands, it was probably as a joke. Jokes I unfortunately find funny. Trust me, you have to dig deep for this shit, way down in your asshole. Something that I successfully coerced my poor mod team into helping me with. Most of the stuff I found was only unearthed thanks to their expert help. Not sure why they're experts, but they are somehow very good at this kind of thing. Join the Discord server in the description to show them how much you appreciate their hard work. I think this piece of art is what single-handedly crashed the NFT market, and I of course mean the Pregnant Dream Bored Ape NFT. This thing used to be worth millions of dollars. I am just floored how happy he seems to be having that baby. The monkey is smiling twice because of how excited it is to be pregnant. They call it the Pregnant Dream Ape form, which makes it seem like him being pregnant is like going Super Saiyan. He can just go back and forth at will. The tummy bulge is actually a source of power that Dream only caused claws on when fighting his greatest enemies, like Technoblade or the IRS. Here we have everybody's favorite first thing to see in the morning, Dream mpreg furry profile pictures for you and your boo. I love them so much because the matching part is simply before and after giving birth. It's not of the two different parents, which you and your partner would presumably be. The thing that matches about them is the entire process of conceiving a child. Some people enjoy this Dream mpreg trope for the drama and compelling narratives you can put together with it, like the Marvel-level graphic novel about Dream breaking the big news to George. OMG, no, what happened? Are you dying? No, don't die. You're too sexy to die. Haha, wink. No, George Sama. It's something else. I'm pregnant. The pregnancy in this one is drawn like a xenomorph bursting out of someone's chest. This arguably qualifies as body horror, proving mpreg is a much more versatile narrative tool than people give it credit for. I've never really thought about it that hard, but Dream's character design lends itself so well to comedic timing. Something about the relatively detailed expression on the mask in the top right panel immediately reverting to that somehow emotionless smile in the bottom one gets a gut-busting laugh out of me. The pun was absolutely intended. Now, usually if you were to see Dream pregnant, and I don't know why you would see Dream pregnant enough for it to become usual outside of, you know, being me, you would expect the father, or the other father in this case, to be one of his homies, like George, Sapnap, maybe a Minecraft mob if you're feeling a little kooky. But this next one is genuinely the rarest rare pair you will ever see in your life. Sans Undertale and Dream the SMP be fuck it. I don't get it. Where would the baby even go? It's not even a matter of having the right organs to have a baby. Sans is a skeleton. He doesn't have organs, period. They do seem happy together and genuinely excited to bring new life into this world. It's just so paradoxical because one of the people creating life is dead. He's literally a skeleton, the only thing that's left when a dead body has finished decomposing. I couldn't believe it at first, but this is somehow not an isolated incident. Dream X Sans, or Trans as the ship name goes, is an ongoing pairing with multiple mpreg pieces of fan art. We're expecting soon. Dream babe, don't push yourself. I mean, when he's giving birth, he's gonna have to, you know, man? At least the artist took turns with who got to be pregnant in the ship. It only seems fair. And it does portray Sans as the attentive and caring lover I've always imagined him to be. I think some of the best pieces to come out of this art movement, though, are the ones that are made by the people who think the same way I do, as a massive shitpost. You know, like I've been saying. Pretty much every single one comes from that school of thought. It shouldn't be a surprise to you that the concept of this is so far out for most people that you can see it orbiting Earth from the International Space Station. Every mpreg dream art I've seen is a joke. I hope. The guy who made the pregnant NFT is a self-proclaimed Red Ape Family fan, which is obviously a bit because those don't exist. But other people do this shit specifically to get back at me personally. At least I assume so, based off the caption. You know what? Fuck you. Impregnate your dream again. I'm blown away by the creative vision here. Dream seems to be taking pleasure from the act of holding his pregnant belly alone. There's nothing sensual happening here, but he's still fuckboy facing and lip biting with the fanfic smut blush. You know, as someone who admitted to reading fanfiction only a video ago, I'm not really painting a flattering picture of what I do in my free time. I swear it's not usually like this, guys. Oh yeah, don't think I forgot they said impregnates your dream again. The drawing I just showed you was a piece of sequel art they made, because apparently the first was that critically acclaimed. This is the original one, and it's much more straightforward than the follow-up. Just captioned, Pregnant Dream. There is no fanfare or insinuation that it was made purely to cause pain. It's just there with no obvious irony. It's just looking at you with the malice hidden behind those detailed and apparently childbearing eyes. They tagged both of these pieces with general Dream fan art hashtags, but in the original, they tagged the Dream fan art and official Dream accounts. Like, motherfucker finished drawing that and thought, I can't wait for Dream Was Taken to see this one. I bet he'll really appreciate the effort. I think the worst part is that these two drawings were made about a year apart, and I can genuinely see how the artist has improved at their craft over time, and the only benchmark I've had to figure that out is two separate drawings of Dream with a baby bump. Now, as a commentary channel, it is my job to give my moral opinion on everything, even if I don't want to, or it makes no fucking sense to. So yeah, now I'm giving you my position on whether I think making real people mpreg is ethical or not. I think we're in unique circumstances here because, for one, Bella Porch did it first. It's not my fault this came up. Someone more famous than me made it the issue of the day. But also because there's like two different versions of every dream-related person. The fictionalized Dream SMP versions and the gamer setup millionaire versions. It's made even morally gray because every example I've shown you has been, presumably, a joke. So we have no actual examples that I can for sure say are people wanting Dream to be unironically pregnant in real life. I guess as a baseline, let's talk about the fictional versions of this, practice. When you make, I don't know, Captain America or Roy Mustang get pregnant in your Omegaverse fan fiction, it meets that criteria of you're enjoying yourself, nobody's getting hurt, it's all fictional, so go nuts, I think. But when it comes to content creators, I think the usual boundaries with them apply. If they have made it clear that they don't like that kind of content Wisconsin about them, or have left any ambiguity about how they feel about it, probably don't do it. I can't really speak for any individual person though, so that's about as far as my insight goes. From what I understand, Dream is cool with being shipped with his friends, given a few criteria. A, it's safe for work. B, everybody involved is an adult. And C, the people he's being shipped with have explicitly said they are also okay with it. And that NSFW of any kind is a complete no-go. My source is this big post I found on Twitter. I'll have to try and find a more concrete source on that, but as far as I know, he's taken no stance specifically on the issue of mpreg. Being pregnant itself is not necessarily unsafe for work. This might be a surprise, but pregnant people do work. But the way people usually get pregnant, spoilers for any toddlers out there, sex would be NSFW, so arguably it is by implication. I don't know. Honestly, that's all I got in the tank, so I'm just gonna dodge the question. I don't know how I made it this far. If you stuck with me this long, you should probably subscribe with notifications on to get updated on the support group I'm starting. That card I mentioned should be on screen right now, and remember, don't go after anyone I talked about today, because that helps no one, and this video is actually meant in good fun, despite how little fun you probably had watching it. Still, I'm pretty sure everything showcased today was made for comedic purposes and non-seriously. Anyways, this has been Kwite, and I'm pregnant.